can't wait to eat this.
What is your love story with food?
Food, well, son of a publican, so grew up with food from a young age. Food at home was more about sustenance and not so much about, oh, we can try this flavour or we can try that flavour. It was like fish fingers, it was pasta, it was lasagna, it wasn't anything special. And my mum was actually the cook at the pub, and she told me some stories about what she used to do, like cooking steaks in the deep fat fryer, and like I just think, oh, it's funny though, because obviously that was her history. But yeah, I mean, and then obviously meeting Sue, to go from having English culture, which I think is fairly, it's there. Roast dinner is our culture pretty much, right? And that's it. Whereas Nepali culture is like celebrations, it's religion, it's food, it's everything. I just love it.
Who teaches you Nepali food, Nepali techniques, Nepali flavors?
It took a little while with Nepali food because when I met my wife, or then girlfriend, and she told her parents that I was a chef, they were like, absolutely not. You're not going to get with firstly a white guy who's a chef, because, okay, this was 10 years ago, but the effects are still there, but it's kind of like, you can't be a chef in Nepali like culture, can you really? It's becoming accepted more and more now. But yeah, when I was welcomed into the family, again, even trying to step one foot in the kitchen was difficult because men shouldn't be in the kitchen as well. That's something that I'd always seen. But Mummy G could see that I was passionate about food, and that's it. And now she just shows me everything and anything. And yeah, it's being accepted not only into the culture but into the cuisine as well. It's fantastic.
Yeah, but you ventured out of the pub scene into French cooking, which is quite on the opposite side of the spectrum, would you say?
Yeah, I mean, French cookery is the basis for a lot of modern cookery these days. So even though pubs and French are very different, French gastronomy, is basically the origins of all cuisine. So yeah, when I went to college and learned to cook classical French food, that was obviously where the interest grew. And yeah, everything that I do in the kitchen now is pretty much stemming from that classical French cookery and technique. And when I left, there was a restaurant I ran called The Gurkhas in central London, which was I guess a fine dining approach to Nepali cuisine. I obviously had quite a few recipes with Nepali foods, and using those classical French techniques, I thought, what better way to, I guess, show the world, show the Nepali community, than showing my recipes. It's just my life now. It's my culture now, and that's what I love. I've just adopted this culture, and it's sometimes in comments on TikTok, and people are like, "Oh, your wife is my culture," like Kirat Rai. So that's the subculture, but it's not even. I just feel like it's my culture now. It's not my wife's culture. It's my culture, and I talk about it like it's mine, and like instead of saying Nepalis, I say us and we, and it's amazing. And now it's kind of evolved into more about culture and learning about Nepal. Not just for me, but more so for my son. Because, I want him to feel like he's Nepali and British, not just, that mixed kid. That's important for me. So going to sakala, going to family gatherings, so important for us. Yeah, so we're just going to toast these sesame seeds. So I make my kakakocha slightly differently. I toast these, and then I'll make a temper, and then I'll temper the seeds, and then add it to my kaka.
Temper the seeds. That's interesting. Is
'cause
there a
then-
reason why?
Because we use it for different things in the restaurant,
Right.
so we could keep that base in the fridge, and then just add that to different vegetables. Sometimes in kakakocha recipes, I just see people using the leaves, but coriander stem for me is one of those flavors that, yeah, is unlike anything else. Some people just throw it away, and I think, what are you doing? Like, my whole team were Nepali at the restaurant, but they were all classical French as well. So it's just thinking about other ways of doing things. Still got to be respectful of those practices, but yeah. But my introduction to TAPARI was my first visit to Nepal. We had a Nepali wedding engagement. I've never seen anything like this before. I think like someone thought to stitch leaves together with bamboo sticks, and then yeah, we all sat on the floor together, and it had like curry and rice, and it had dal, and it had achar, and then it had soul roti, and it had yogurt, and then a jalebi, and all of this. And it was just fascinating for me to see that everything all on one plate. So yeah, TAPARI has played an important part for me. When I opened the gurkhas, we had momo on the menu. The owner wasn't too keen to put TAPARI because it was like a fine dining restaurant, but I thought so important to respect the culture and to have cultural touches, absolutely. So,
though of course it's like handmade and you make it as a community and you compost it as a community, it is quite an elegant thing when you think about it, and the effort that goes into it, the story behind it. For us, it became very clear very quickly that it represents eating together. It's not just a plate.
And that's the thing, like even as a kid, as I say, like food wasn't important, but we always ate together. And that whole process of sitting down with your TAPARI, the whole meal there in front of you, yeah, it's great.